welcome to the backstage area of the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, better known as Edinburgh Castle.
Yes, with the show moments away, we have got the pipers here tuning up in what they call the Big Blaw.
But shortly, this lot will be heading across the famous drawbridge to kick off this annual spectacular of military bands and performers from across the globe.
With the Royal Navy as a lead service, the creative theme of this year's tattoo is Journeys. And here's a sneak peek of the performers for tonight.
For the first time ever, the amazing US Navy Ceremonial Guard. From Switzerland, the brilliant drumming skills of Majestics. And a returning tattoo favourite, the Citadel Regimental Band and Pipers of South Carolina.
Plus, there's music and a burst of colour from Teamwork Arts India. And the combined musical prowess of the United States Sea Service Band.
This is the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo.
Let the journey begin.
The massed pipes and drums, made up of 9 different bands, an impressive 241 musicians ranging in age from 12 years old up to 70, led out by Senior Drum Major Robert McCutcheon from the Scots Guards. As well as the British Armed Forces, there are pipe bands from Australia, Canada and the United States. Look at that, they're now forming up into the shank and flukes of an anchor for the tattoo's lead service this year, the Royal Navy.
Native to the Himalayan region of Nepal, the Gurkhas are the only regiment to wear the Douglas tartan. The Gurkha Regiment's first pipe band was established in 1885 and trained by the 2nd Battalion, the King's Own Scottish Borderers.
The Australian Federal Police Force Pipes and Drums can be recognised there by their checked black and white Glengarrys. They are led by Pipe Major Stephen Ladd, who plays the pipes that once belonged to his grandfather.
Those red serge jackets belong to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who last year celebrated their 150th anniversary.
Tonight's salute taker is Admiral Robert Bauer of the Royal Netherlands Navy.
As most of the mast pipes and drums depart, the citadel pipes remain and are about to be joined by their regimental band.
The Citadel is a military college in Charleston, South Carolina. And Charleston is also where the famous dance is said to have originated and is being celebrated right now. Clearly a crowd favourite with the almost 9,000 people in here tonight, and perfectly in keeping with the theme of Journeys, Take Me Home, Country Roads, originally a hit for John Denver in 1971.
The Tattoo Dancers now, and they are choreographed by 3-time world champion Highland dancer Aileen Robertson. And if you're wondering where the music is coming from, Tattoo music director Dr. Nick Grace is leading the live stage band from down in the castle moat.
Fans of the Tattoo will recall some wonderful surprise costume tricks in previous years. I do wonder if they've got anything in store for us this year.
Ooh, I hope so. There it is. The shimmering fabric has mermaid-like fish scales, continuing the nautical theme.
A change of mood now as we're joined by the US Navy Ceremonial Guard. They were originally formed as the guard force of the Washington Navy Yard. Those rifles are M1903 Springfields. They're real, but not functional. The reason the drill team don't wear gloves is so they can feel the rifles and successfully perform their drills, just as they have done so well there.
Wow, guys, incredible. What a performance. Totally blown away. How long does it take to get that good, Noah?
So I would say it takes about a year to get proficient like we are now, but I've been in it for about 2.5 years.
So you know what you're doing?
I like to think so, just a little bit.
Well, I saw you did. You definitely know what you're doing. It
Thank
was
you.
incredible. And Jaden, it's quite dangerous though. I'm seeing blades, I'm seeing rifles. It must be quite scary out there, no?
Yes, ma'am, but we're professionals. We make it look a lot easier than, the eyes may see.
But how do you stay focused on the performance when there's so much going on? Thousands of people out there watching you.
You know, there's going to be lights, there's going to be people, there's going to be yelling, especially when you throw a rifle. People get really happy about that, and they're, ooh, ah, so you got to really stay focused. But all the training and everything we put people through and we were put through, it really helps a lot.
And it must be quite satisfying, though, when you get the reaction, the oohs and the ahs, when it all goes right.
Yes, ma'am, it does. It feels amazing, but you just got to remember to stay focused and stay on track and make sure to give them a good show.
The performance was amazing. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now for something completely different. This is Teamwork Arts India, with a performance that is designed to showcase the essence of different cultures within India, representing the different states through colour, sound and movement. Rehearsals took place in Delhi, and many performers travelled from Rajasthan for them. This is bagpiper Shopat Julia's first visit to Edinburgh. These are the Bhangra Queens, the first ever all-female Bhangra group, and they're accompanied by singers Santur Kundu and Ketki Singh.
ढोली तारो ढोल बाजे
choreography here includes concentric circles and a rainbow of colour that represents the 7 chakras.
You both look magnificent. What incredible costumes. And I'm going to come to you first, Chopat, because what's so special about your bagpipes?
This bagpipe is actually a family generational bagpipe that has been passed on. It belonged to his great-grandfather who first created it. The bag is made out of goat skin, and nowadays they make it with machines, but these guys all stitched it with their hands. And the wood also comes from a tree where they have carved it out on their own with their own hands. So that's how it has been passed on to him.
That must be really special to play them. Incredible to hear. And Nazam, can you tell me a bit about the origins, the roots of Bhangra?
It comes from Punjab. It's the folk dance of Punjab, majorly performed by men during celebration, during weddings, the celebration of first crop cutting. And Bhangra Queens is all about girls who would like to come, perform, showcase their roots and proudly perform their country's culture.
Well, you have definitely brought lots of fun and joy and incredible entertainment to the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo this year. Thank you both so much.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now for a band specially put together for this year's tattoo, including US Naval Forces Europe, US Marine Corps, and the US Coast Guard, collectively known as the US Sea Service Band. They are led by Lieutenant Commander Lusleda Barbosa. The singer here is Emily Kershaw.
Revving up her engine, listen to her howl and roar. Metal under tension, begging you to touch and go. Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone.
Singing here is Bobby Arman Navoa Jr.
At home again, let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound at home again, let the waters roar, Jack. Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Foldy, rolly, 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 ride-o. Since we've sailed from Plymouth Sound, 4 years gone or nigh, Jack. Was there ever chummies now, such as you and I, Jack? Long we've tossed on a rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Foldy, rolly, 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 ride-o.
It may not be obvious on screen, but there's quite a slope for the performers to contend with. From the drawbridge to the bottom of the esplanade, there's a drop of about 4.5 metres. This special section of the show is called The Voyage. It takes the audience on a journey showing the evolution of traditional music from Scotland to America. It includes fiddle, pipes, drums, banjo, accordion, bodhrán, and harps.
My mother told me someday I would buy galleys with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up high in the proud, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, many foemen, many foemen, many
4 male dancers enter now. 2 are from Australia and 2 from Canada. Two firsts for the tattoo in that piece, a first for harps and a first for tap dancing.
Alex, Paul, hi, how you doing, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. Now, Alex, am I right in saying you've just finished your Royal Marines musician training and now you're playing accordion on the Edinburgh Castle Esplanade? That must be really cool.
That's right, it's been very exciting. I finished my musician training in December and then I've been serving with His Majesty's Band of Royal Marines Collingwood since, and been playing mostly piano there and clarinet, and now get to play accordion here in Edinburgh. It's
you
been
brought
very
out
exciting.
the accordion for us tonight.
I have, yes.
Exceptional. And even more special, am I right to say you've got family in the audience?
That's right, my mum and dad come as their first tattoo. They live very nearby and they've never been to tattoo before.
Oh, they must be so proud.
Very special that they're coming to one that I'm in.
Oh, of course, that's extra special. I'm sure they'll have had a wonderful time. And Paul, you've arranged the music for the mass bands. Quite a daunting prospect, isn't it?
Yeah, quite scary. There's a lot of musicians out there. I think it's 120 roughly. So with the marching band and the stage band, and obviously there's a lot of I've got to fit in a lot of tunes in a short amount of time. So yeah, it was quite a challenge, but it's been really rewarding, and it's been a great experience.
Do you know what? You have done it beautifully. It sounds incredible. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Another first for the tattoo. Drumming group Majestics are making their Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo debut. In keeping with the show, according to artistic director Ludovic Frochot, they're taking us on a journey from traditional Swiss drumming to contemporary epic festival drumming. When Majestics first formed, they used traditional Swiss drums, but later switched to custom-made modern snare, bass and quad drums, and cymbals. This is their largest ever lineup with 28 performers.
Moving on from an epic festival now to a Highland rave, courtesy of the Tattoo Performers.
Unlocking the secrets of the universe.
The Flaming Bagpipes, played by Pipe Major Alistair McLaren and Lindsay McNichol. They are on fire tonight.
In more ways than one. The silhouettes of the distinctive Wolseley pattern pith helmets of the mass bands of the Royal Marines. Something you've been looking forward to, JJ.
Indeed, I would say the finest military band in the world, but
Of course you would.
I'd be biased. The Royal Marines, also known as the Royal Marines Commandos, are the United Kingdom's amphibious Special Operations Commando Force. Their motto, per mare per terram, by sea, by land.
They're playing what Band Sergeant Paul Saggers describes as a nautical mega mix, which he arranged, and he's also out there playing the cornet.
This song, Home from the Sea, is a special tribute to the RNLI, who celebrate their 200th anniversary this year.
And if this sea shanty sounds familiar, it's called Wellerman, a #1 hit for Scotsman Nathan Evans back in 2021.
Coming back onto the Esplanade now, the United States Sea Service Band. And here's the Royal Navy Guard of Honor, joined by the United States Navy Ceremonial Guard. Leading the Guard of Honor is Lieutenant Commander Nicholas Ullett, Royal Navy.
Guard of Honor! General salute! Present arms!
Time to welcome back the whole cast of this incredible show, which, by the way, will be the last one for creative director Michael Braithwaite, who's done a magnificent job over the past 4 years.
Here we both stand, the morning the studs like the dance floor. All that we need is here in the still of the night. All of the words could never describe the wonder, the feeling of peace when everything is just right.
Here we both stand, longing to hold one another, never to end, wrapped in the sweet summer air, wishing that we could stay in this moment forever, into the night, young, pure and free. Take my hand, we'll
What a fantastic sight. Over 600 performers in vibrant uniforms and costumes, ready for the finale of tonight's epic show, Journeys. This song, Home is the Sailor, has been written especially for the tattoo and is inspired by the words of Robert Louis Stevenson.
Building castles in the sand, I dream of dragons and gold from imaginary land. With a map from long ago, on an island I stand with the world in my hand. I see a light from the chill clouds breaking into the eye of a firestorm. I've been cut down, but I'm still here calling on the waters tonight. Whispering voices from the deep. Hispaniola was the ship that was sent to carry me on the journeys of the free. We speak of distant glories inside our secret stories. Now I'm lying where I long to be. Home is the hunter, home is the sailor from the sea. I see a light from the chill clouds breaking into the eye of a firestorm. I've been cut down, but I'm still here calling on the waters tonight. Whispering voices from the deep. Hispaniola was the ship that was sent to carry me on the journeys of the free. We speak of distant glories inside our secret stories. Now I'm lying where I long to be. Home is the hunter, home is the sailor from the sea. Home is the sailor from the sea. Home is the hunter. Home is the sailor from the sea.
always a poignant moment and a crowd pleaser, this year's Lone Piper, Lance Corporal Frank Rochford, is, for the first time at the tattoo, a Royal Marine.
Guard of Honor! Shout! Guard of Honor! Sleep out!
And sadly, that almost brings the show to a close, but not before we enjoy the stirring sights and sounds of the traditional March Off.
This year's journey may be over, but we're already looking forward to a very special show next year when we'll be celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. Until then, thank you so much for joining JJ and I. Good night.
Good night.